Good morning. How is everyone doing today? uh, we're back at it. Back at it again. Oh, somehow I accidentally made. Somehow I accidentally made two streams. All right, there we go. Network Bib is back. Hello, Network Bib. You're on it, man. You're on it this morning. Let's see. New song. Let's see. At everyone. All right, there we go. Discord's been alerted. Network Bib, what are you doing? I'm just getting work started, man. It's Tuesday. It's a work day. I'm a working man. I don't know actually if you could call me a working man, but I got a day job, so I'm working on the day job. Today, actually, I think I'm gonna actually get to write some code today at work. I have a task that I need to complete. That kind of has been getting pushed down the priority list or the list of priorities, but today I have a pretty clear plate at the moment. We'll see if it stays that way. You can never predict, man, you know? I mean, you got to be able to... You got to be flexible. I guess I should ask you. I should be polite, Network Bib, and I should ask you what you're doing. Okay, so let's go over here with this. Let's put this window over here. Organizing your windows it's an important part of productivity. My parents always make fun of me because I have so many screens in my house. But I was trying to explain to them that, like, in the modern world, you know, monitors are equivalent to, like, they're the virtual equivalent to desk space, right? So the more monitors you have, the easier it is for you to be productive, to kind of lay out your work in the right way, if that makes sense. I don't know how people just work off a single monitor. Hello, Stefan. How are you doing? It is going well. For me, at least. I don't know about everybody else, but it's going well for me. Should probably turn this down just a tad. There we go. I'm about ready to get caffeinated and little Ghost energy drink this morning. The coffee just wasn't gonna be enough today, I guess, so if you know anybody that works at Ghost, tell them I'd love to be their first tech content creator sponsor. Or, yeah, sponsored creator. Stefan Got some good and some bad news. Oh no, man, what's the... Okay, let's start with the bad news. Start with the bad news, Stefan. Always the bad news first. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Bad news is the worst. I don't think I... I'll be right back. I gotta get my other laptop. I need to make sure that I pushed up my changes that I was working on last night. Stefan, are you gonna keep us in suspense, man? You gotta drop. What's the good news? What's the bad news, man? I'm on pins and needles. So if my state fulfills all of the student requirements, faculty could start working from 20th of April. So why is that bad news? Do you mean they could stop working? But if they don't fulfill them until 22nd, this faculty year won't be counted. So are you saying that, like, because you're in uni right now, Stefan, right? You're going to college. So are you telling me that, which means I won't be. So are you basically saying that there's the potential that a year's worth of study won't count? Is that what you're saying? That doesn't seem right. I'll have to pay for faculty. Now I go for free. Oh, bro, that sucks. So is university typically free for kids in Serbia if they can get into college? Is that pretty common? Man, that really sucks. So basically, you'd have a let's see. And I don't have money for faculty or a place to stay, so I don't want to lose my dorm and my free food. Yeah, man, that sucks. I feel you, man. As somebody who's still paying student loans, I have about 23 grand in student loans that I mean, we have saved enough money now. We're basically like on a balance sheet. We have enough saved that we could pay off my student loans in one go. But my student loans right now, there's no payment that's due. They keep getting the resumption of interest and payment keeps getting delayed. So we're basically just kind of holding on to the cash. But as somebody who has a stack of dollars over the top of their head, I feel for you, man. I feel for you. If you meet the budget standards, it's free, which I do, but I won't if they cancel. Man, that sucks, dude. I'm really sorry to hear that. Well, I'm hoping they meet the requirements. Let's see, the 20th. That's 11 days. So what are you thinking if you had to put odds on it? Is there like a 60-40 chance that there's no issue? Is there like a 20-80 chance that there is an issue? That really sucks. Oh, damn, man. I'm sorry. I am very sorry, sir. I know that really probably doesn't mean much. You're like, yeah, thanks, Steven. Sogo, are you drinking V? I'm drinking Ghost. That's my favorite energy drink these days is Ghost Energy. drink. I also like their pre-workout, but their pre-workout's a little pricey, so I do not currently purchase it, but maybe one of these days. Ducky Dev, I'm working on the dashboard for my Discord bot, which also was the thing for my rank card, the one that took 3 hours. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'd love to hear about your Discord bot adventures, Ducky Dev, because I think that's something, I think that's a project I want to do at some point, is build a Discord bot. So go double tap the screen if you like code. Yes, double tap the screen if you like code. Actually, double tap the screen if you like code, if you like coffee, if you like fitness, if you like working out. If you fall into any of those like categories, go ahead and just tap that screen. Now I sound like a real YouTuber, don't I? Stefan, only thing that can happen, like 20%, is that students give up. Sheesh, that's tough, man. Also, another bad thing is if we do start going, we will have to go every day, including weekends for full day. Oh my goodness. That sounds really painful, Stefan. I mean, yeah, man, I'm sorry, dude. University's tough, man. College is tough time. You know, it's just, college is one big, or at least in the United States, college is great. I mean, but it's stupid fucking expensive. And a lot of it comes down to just navigating a lot of bureaucratic bullshit. I mean, it's just honestly at the end of the day. So you should live stream creating Discord bot or create videos of your process learning and building it. That would be really cool. Of course. Yeah, that sounds like a blast. I think probably for me, the easiest thing would be Sogo is to probably stream it, maybe like stream creating it, but then chop it up into videos that make sense, right? That would be I think that would be fun. Suhas, sup? What's up, Suhas? How are you, man? How are you doing these days? Good? I just know like a lot of people, there's a lot of tutorials on Discord bots. So it seems kind of like it seems like a rite of passage for a self-taught programmer is like, you need to learn how to build a Discord bot. Suhas, what is bro doing? Bro is working and chatting with you guys. It's here where I am. It's 9:15 a.m. So I've been working for about an hour, and I've got stand up here in another 45 minutes or so. So I thought, hey, what the hell? Let me toss up an office hour stream and can talk to you guys while I drink my caffeinated beverage. So yeah, if someone misses the stream, they're still able to watch it later. Agreed. Yeah, and some people, it seems like there's just people that also just don't watch streams, right? That much. I think YouTube's interesting because I think a lot of the times, I would say a percentage of people who are on YouTube are there almost using it like a search engine, right? Like they're there, they want to accomplish a particular task, and so they're searching for videos to help them accomplish that task. And so chopping up a Discord bot live stream into like segmented videos of like, step 1, do this, step 2, do this, that might add value for people, right? Who are like, hey, how do I build a Discord bot? Although I searched for that yesterday or Monday, and there was a lot of tutorials on Discord bots. Stefan, the good news are my new shoes are here. Woohoo! Well, there you go. So Stefan, I'm curious, how much money would you end up owing for university? Is it like thousands of dollars, or is it like hundreds of dollars? Because then in my head I'd be like, I need to return these shoes. But I'm glad they arrived. I know you were excited, so I'm glad you're doing well. Yo, let's see, Riza. Any more Invin vids planned? Not at the moment. I don't have anything. Actually, the next one I've been thinking about that I probably need to. So most of the NeoVim videos have been inspired by me trying to figure out how to configure NeoVim. And so that one of the things I need to do is I need to set up NVim DApp, which is the debug plugin, the debugger plugin I use for NeoVim. I need to set that up for Go, doing Go programming. So maybe I'll make a video about that. Kind of like I did with Emmet, where I was just kind of like, oh, here's what I did. Maybe it'll help you. Network Bib, can you do a full stream? What do you mean by that, Network Bib? A full stream? Do you mean like a horizontal stream? Or like, are you talking just like longer? Like you just want more hours? Because that's difficult. Like the more hours is difficult. Stefan, I won't owe them anything. Oh, you won't owe them any money, but you're saying the year of study won't count. Like you'll have to repeat courses and stuff. Is that what you're saying? Suhas, I learned everything from the internet. The internet has taught me a lot as well. Riza, your previous DAP vid was Goldman. Oh, I appreciate that. Oh, I'm glad you got something out of that, Riza. It really helped me. Like, it was difficult to find, especially with like the C# stuff. The JavaScript stuff, there was content out there on the interwebs to help with that, but the C# stuff was pretty obscure. Which just is kind of interesting because it just tells me that most people who are using NeoVim are probably not using debuggers. But yeah, I'll definitely, if I set the Go debugger up, I'll definitely make a video about that. Which I don't think will be a lot of work because it should just be another NVim DApp plugin. But we'll see. I don't know anything about debugging Go code. Network Bib full HD. It is 1080p is what it should be coming out at. It should be at 1080p 60. So if that's not how it's showing up for you, I am sorry. But I don't know if there's anything I can do on my end because when I go to my desktop, I see the stream in 1080p. So I'm not sure what that's about, Network Bib, and I apologize. If there was something I could do, I would do it. But everything over here in my world looks fine. The frames per second 60. My bit rate is 6,000 KB per second. I don't have any dropped frames. I was just going to my stream so I can see what the... Yeah, and on my phone right now, Network Bib, I'm getting 1080p 60. So I'm my bad, man. Stefan, yes, and next year's will cost. Oh, that sucks. I would be pissed about the fact that I did a full year of school and it counts for nothing. It seems like there should be some way to appeal that, in my opinion. €1,000 per year? Well, that's much cheaper than I went to a pretty cheap United States university, but it wasn't 1,000 per year. It was like $3 or $4 grand a semester. And I didn't pay for food, and I didn't live in the dorms. Hafiz, my favorite game, Walking Dead all season. Interesting. Hello, Hafiz. Also, by the way, good to see you again. King Nadish, do you have a pet? I do. He's actually back here. He's a wiener dog. If you join our Discord, we have a pets channel. You can see pictures of him there. He's kind of getting grumpy. He's kind of getting to be a pain in the butt, but network, no, I mean horizontal stream. So Network Bib, I can definitely do horizontal streams. I've been doing vertical though because it seems like that seems to show up for more people in their feed, in their algorithm. But I am not opposed to setting aside some time, some days to do horizontal streams. I think if I'm gonna stream any time, like if I did the Discord bot thing, I would probably stream that horizontally because it is kind of difficult to be productive in the vertical setup where I kind of have to work in that smaller space. That it is a little bit more difficult. Hafiz, best of luck. See you, Hafiz. Are you leaving? Yeah, what Suhas already had my answer there. Gets more exposure vertical stream, yeah. Stefan, well, we students are the ones going against the law, not the faculty, technically. Oh, interesting. So, Stefan, you're being punished because students are protesting? Is that's the gist of it? That seems fucked up for like everyone who may not be directly involved with the protests who are just trying to keep their heads down and study. That seems kind of screwed up, to be honest. Ducky Dev Wiener Dog. Yep, a dachshund. He's a wiener dog. Let's see. Suhas, 1,000 per year in my school. In India, 80,000. That's not terrible. I'm surprised that. But I guess it's hard to compare costs between the U.S. and other places. I know that. Like, the scale is just kind of different. But school here in the United States is, I mean, like my kids, I have a soon-to-be 9-year-old and a 7-year-old. So technically, my 9-year-old is halfway being done with his primary schooling. And so, like, we've started that conversation about, like, well, what do you want to do? You know. And I think right now he's thinking he's going to go to college. But then some days he tells me he's just going to get out of school and go to work. My one rule for my boys is going to be obviously they're 18. I won't be able to control them. But my one rule is going to be don't take student loans. Like, go to college, that's fine. But your number one goal, if you're going to go to college, should be minimizing the cost of that degree. Because really, a degree from this university is just as good as a degree from another university. It's just a piece of paper. Unless you want to go work at, like, Boston Consulting Group or McKinsey or, I don't know, go work at the FBI, right? Like something like that. Then you probably need to focus on getting into one of those Ivy League schools. But that's going to be my advice to them when they get to that point is like, hey, scholarships, grants are great, but if you can't pay full freight for your tuition, then you need to pause college and you need to work and save for your education. Don't go on somebody else's dime. It's not worth it. King Nadish, cybersecurity or developer? I'm not either, honestly, King Nadish. So my current job is I work as a quality engineer. So I guess you could kind of put me in the developer camp, but I'm not like a paid professional developer. I'm more of a hobbyist. I build things in my free time because I like it. Stefan, so what can you do? They are doing it for a good cause. So if at the end, even after 20 seconds, state fulfills the requirements, there will be much less corruption and it'll be fine. I guess, yeah. I mean, not to say that those students shouldn't be protesting. I just think that's kind of crappy that, like, that whole, like, a blanket punishment like that, it's like, it's one thing if, like, everybody is protesting, but, like, to just blanketly say, like, hey, if you're going to school here because a group of students are protesting, whether you agree with them or not, it just seems like the punishment should be applied to those that are, were involved. Because I would be pissed. Because I was the kind of student who was just like, blinders on, I'm here to study. Like, I didn't live on campus. I didn't stay on dorms. I basically was only on campus ever for lectures and labs. And, like, my whole thing was like, I'm going to get through college in the most efficient and optimal manner. I'm going to do it in 4 years. So yeah, I'd be kind of pissed if I was like in my sophomore year of college and someone was like, hey, we've got some people that are protesting, and maybe it was for a good cause, and they said, well, sorry, your sophomore year doesn't count. I'd be like, fuck you, it doesn't count. Suhas, 30 eggs for $2 in India. Wow. The United States is not on your level there. It's let's see. Last time I was at the store, 60 eggs was $30. So that would be, if you were to scale that, it'd be about $15 for 30 eggs right now. Ducky Dev, 10 eggs for $1 here. I live in Myanmar, so it's kind of weird. The exchange rate falls and goes up randomly. Yeah, I know. I don't know enough to make good price comparisons across all these different places you guys are from and where I am. But things in the United States are very expensive. But we do. I mean, obviously there is more opportunity here too, right? To make more money. Not that there's not opportunity where you guys are, just that seems to be the case. King Nadish, if you were to suggest someone to pursue a career, what would you choose? Well, King Nadesh, that's a real loaded question. And honestly, it's difficult for me to give advice or to make a recommendation to somebody without having any context of them, their life, their responsibilities. So I'm going to answer this as if one of my boys was asking me about this, right? And the way I would answer it is I would say, first and foremost, you have to take care of your responsibilities, right? So you need a job, you need a career that someone is willing to hire you and pay you enough money that you can live, right? You can pay your rent, you can buy your groceries, put gas in your car. That has to come first and foremost, right? Like your economic security, right? It's one thing to say, it's one thing to go and tell people to pursue their dreams. That works, but like you can't pursue your dreams and then expect other people to take care of your needs. So that's the first thing I would tell them is like, hey, first and foremost, you gotta have a job that pays you and that you can fulfill your responsibilities. Second to that, I would tell them pick something. Try to find work that someone will hire you and pay you for that aligns with your personal interests and passions as closely as you can. Like even for myself, if tomorrow somebody said, hey, you can make the same amount of money you're making now, but we'll let you be a personal trainer or we'll let you be a strength coach, that's probably what I would do because that's where my real passion lies. That's not the case though, right? But I do also have a passion and interest in technology. So that's what I'm trying to do for a living now. And the reason I say that, the reason why I say try to find a career or a job in a field in which you're passionate about is because if you're passionate about it, or at the very least, if you enjoy it, that means you'll work at it more often, which means you'll become better at it, which inevitably will lead to more success in that field. Like it's just kind of a natural byproduct of that, right? Tax Betterman, you like D&D, Audrey Hepburn, Fangoria, Harry Houdini, Croquette. You can't swim, you can't dance, you don't know karate. Face it, you're never. Damn, Tax. But it's been a minute, Tax. I hope you're doing well, man. Just showing up with the reality check. Riza, my stand-up now. Thanks, Stephen P. See you, Riza. Yeah, my stand-up's in about 30 minutes, so have a good day, man. Perceive your dreams. Tax, what are you talking about? Or about whom? Be happy. Be happy. Tax has actually been in my streams quite a bit before. It's been a minute, but usually he always pops in and has a good opening line like that. King Nadish, nice advice, bro. Appreciate that. Is that Einstein on the wall? It is. It is Einstein. It's like a portrait. Tax, how you been, brother? I've been good, man. I've actually stopped into some of your streams. Looks like you've been busy, dude. Hitting the gym. King Nadish. Oh, how much do you bench? So most recently, the most I bench is like 335. I think was the heaviest. That was like for a couple reps, 2 or 3 reps. Heaviest I've ever actually max benched, maybe like 365 for 1 rep. But that was probably, how old am I? I'm almost 32. That was probably 7 years ago. I haven't 1 rep max in a really long time. There's just too much risk. I lift primarily alone, and there's just no reason to load up a bar that heavy. There's no gain from it these days in my world, other than to say you did it. And at this point, I don't really care what I can say I did. Oh, it's a Chemical Romance song? Nice, I didn't catch that. Tax, you stopped in. Why didn't you say anything? I'm a bad chatter, man. I'm a bad chatter, Tax. You're a much better interactor on streams. So I'm a lurker in most of the streams I watch. Like, I watch Tim the Tatman, Bobby Poff, the Primogen. I watch all those guys stream most days, and I'm just kind of a lurker. You know, I hang out. I always like the streams. I don't chat that much in the streams. But I mean, I appreciate you guys who do, because like without you guys, the streams would be kind of not as interesting. At least my streams wouldn't be as interesting. So I should probably pay it forward a little bit, huh? But I don't know. I guess I like when I'm watching people stream. It's kind of like I'm co-working with them, right? Or like I'm co-hanging out, where I'm just kind of sharing space. So I usually just have their stream up in the background while I'm doing something. Ducky Dev, I mainly like Linkin Park, System of a Down, and Green Day. I can get down with some Linkin Park. I love Linkin Park. I haven't listened to as much System of a Down or as much Green Day. Not that I don't like them. I just haven't listened to them. King Nadesh, can I see your biceps? I'm not gonna flex on screen. If you go back and watch some of my lives, there's some workout lives. And you're welcome to watch me flex my arms while I lift if you'd like to go back and watch some of those lives. Ducky Dev, I like interacting with streamers with small viewer accounts because all of them are so friendly and fun to hang around. Well, that's awesome, Ducky. I'm glad there's other people like that. Suhas, bye. Going to gym. It's 8:10. Nice, Suhas. Get it, man. Yeah, if someone's leaving my stream to go to the gym, go for it, man. If all of you right now were like, hey, we're leaving, we're going to the gym, I'd be like, get it. Much better than hanging out in my stream. I'm just stuck at the computer, so I don't have a choice at the moment. It's actually supposed to be 7. I started walking again. Like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'd kind of taken a break because I was having some real bad like plantar fasciitis in one of my feet. But it's gotten warm the last few days, and so I've been going for like 2 or 3 mile or 2 mile walks during the day, just to break up work. Little 10-15 minute walks. And it's supposed to be 75 today, I think. So I'm really excited to get outside at some point. King Nadish, do you know Bentley G? He looks like you. No, I do not know him. Is he a content creator or something, Nadish? Fair enough. Fair enough, King Nadish. I think I found who you're talking to. A wholesome fitness influencer and the king of beans. Dang, man. Do I really look that overweight? I mean, I definitely am overweight, but that's rough. I would hope I would stop myself before I got too heavy like that. Not that there's anything wrong with being heavy. It's just, it's harder, man. Carrying that much weight around is just a lot of work. And getting it off. The older you get, the harder it gets to lose. Bro, can you suggest me a book? My suggestion for you is Millionaire Fastlane. Best book. I don't think I would ever read that book. Millionaire Fastlane. Stefan, I'm heavy. Super heavyweight. There's nothing wrong with that either, man. The world needs people of all types. World champion of Fat Man. I probably King Nadesh. I probably won't read the Millionaire Fastlane because that just sounds like a really kitschy book. Crack the code to wealth and live rich life for a lifetime. If I was to tell you, King Nadesh, to read a book, I would tell you to read The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins. And listen to it, or no, read it, then listen to it, then read it, then listen to it, until it becomes like part of your soul. King Nadesh, no man, but the face structure is similar. Oh, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. How you would totally from looking at his videos. I can see that. King Nadesh, no, you have to read it. I don't think I'm gonna read it, man. It seems a little kitschy. I don't think there's a fast lane to being a millionaire. I think it takes what it takes. Why would you even want to be right or rich? What would be the point of working then? Without working, what would be the point of life? So Stefan, I do kind of agree that like work is something that drives purpose for a lot of people in their lives. But I most definitely would like to be rich one day so that I can decide what I do for work, when I do that work, who I do that work with, and how I do that work. Because at this point, I have control over none of those things. Other than like changing jobs, but like that's not really. Ducky Deb, my fave book is Refactoring UI. Okay, King Nadesh, I'll put it on my list. I don't know if I'll ever read it, but I'll add it to my Kindle list. Ducky Deb, my fave book is Refactoring. Is that like a code book? I'm all about upping my code book. Oh, this is by the Tailwind CSS guy. Adam, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. Adam Wathan. From the creators of Tailwind CSS. Nice. How much is it? $100? Holy shit. You think it's worth it, Ducky? Did you pay $100 for this book? That's crazy. I just paid $3.99 for a 3-day conference. Man, $100 for a book. Oh, I mean, if it's good, it's good, right? I mean, shit. I bet they made a pretty penny off this thing. Do you feel like, Ducky Dev, do you feel like it made you a better front-end developer? King Nadesh, read 4-page, bro. Okay. Stefan, being rich to me is not having to work at all, and I'm lazy, so if I don't have to work, I won't, and then I'll just get depressed. Well, it's good. Know thyself, Stefan. Know thyself. Ducky Dev, another aftershock from the something fault hit us again. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, are you in Myanmar? Ducky Dev, yes, it did. Okay, well, $100 to be a better front-end dev, I can probably spare that. Continuing education, right? I bet they sell a lot of this. I bet a lot of the companies buy this for continuing education. Because it looks like they have deals for like 10 team members, 5 team members, 3 team members. So you get font suggestions, color palettes, the component gallery, video tutorials. Start with a feature, not a layout. I haven't spent $100 on a book since I was probably in college. So that would be quite pricey for me in the book run. Well. Ducky, who said I bought it though? Well, if you didn't buy it, just keep that to yourself, right? Plead the fifth. Oh, I'm not looking forward to stand up. I'm not a big fan of stand up meetings. What about you guys? Do you guys like stand up meetings? I just don't think they're a good use of time, in my opinion. I plead the fifth. Yeah, this is a very important fundamental constitutional right that we have in the United States, not to self-incriminate. I don't know if other countries have that, but here in the United States we do. King Nadish, what do you think about Linux, bro? I think Linux is fine, man. I don't use Linux like in my daily workflow, but I do use it on all my VPSs. So I have a VPS that's here in my house that I use. That's a Linux server, an Ubuntu Linux server. And then I have a VPS that's out in Oracle's cloud. And that's a Ubuntu Linux VPS as well. I've said before on stream that like the next laptop I get will probably be a it'll probably be like a System 76 computer, or what's that other brand? The Framework laptop, and I'll probably put Linux on it. I don't know how long that'll last, but I do think it would be beneficial for my own education, my own growth, to have to deal with the Linux environment every day. King Nadesh, I mean, it gives too much power to the user. You think Linux gives too much power to the user? I mean, I think that's why a lot of people like it. King Nadesh, what is a stand-up meeting? Similar to stand-up comedy? No, a stand-up meeting in the tech world is like people basically come, everyone from your team comes, and it's supposed to be pretty short, and each team member is basically supposed to say what they worked on the day before, what they're planning to work on today, if there's any blockers, and you just basically, it's basically like an update to the team. But in my opinion, I just don't like. I'm an outsider to tech, right? Like I've worked in tech for 4 years now, almost 5 years. But before this, I was in food science, working at a manufacturing plant. Before this, I was in personal training. I was working as a medical scribe in the ER. So I don't have a pedigree in tech. But from a management perspective, I just don't think stand-ups are the right way to go, in my opinion. And that's probably because we don't do, like, I think stand-ups are more of like an agile development type of thing. And we don't have an agile workflow. We have more of a waterfall style workflow, a little bit older school. So I don't know. I just don't find them that helpful. I'm a big believer in, like, if nobody is going to make a decision or take action based on information being provided, I don't really understand why the information needs to be provided. It's like, Steph or King Nadish. Oh, you are like King Nadish. You seem okay. I feel like maybe King Nadish is trolling us a little bit. With great power comes great responsibility. Yeah, that is true. Spider-Man's uncle did say that. Stefan, look at Discord. Okay, let me look. Discord. Yeah, that's wonderful. Sun Tzu was The Art of Wars. Yeah, it's a mandatory reading, isn't it? King Nadish, as a former food scientist, what do you think about seed oil? I don't know. It's seed oil, man. We used so I actually worked on a project where we had to replace the oil we used in our fryers. We were using soybean oil, and we actually changed to kind of a blended oil. That was like, it was like several seed oils, but also some soybean. There was some percentage mixture. And yeah, you may not know it, but the products I used to develop were all fried food products, like appetizer products. So if you're familiar with like onion rings, cheese sticks, anything that you could bread and batter and deep fry, that was the kind of products I developed. I know, kind of weird for somebody who's a big fan of fitness and was a personal trainer, but life's interesting that way. Ducky Dev Nadish, you should calm down. Yeah, I don't know. King Nadish is a little sus. Like, some of his questions and some of his chat messages are like, hey, yeah, this guy's genuinely trying to interact. And then and then that Johnny Sins comment was kind of like, what the fuck? King Nadish, do you know Brian Johnson? Is that the guy who's like trying to live forever? Has like a really crazy health routine and goes to bed at 8 o'clock, and if that's who you're talking about, then I do know him. Oh, Stefan, my favorite quote from The Art of War is it's something like, I may get this wrong, but it's something like, in chaos there is also opportunity, or something like that. That's one of my favorite Art of War quotes. King Nadish, man, we have to have fun sometimes. Yeah, but this makes me uncomfortable bringing up porn stars, man. It's just, I was like if we were like King Nadish, if we were like hanging out, you know, we were at the coffee shop or we were in the office or something, you know, would you be like, yo, you know who Johnny Sins is? So fucking random. King Nadish, yes, he came to India. I think we took like 5 years from him because of the population. Or not population, pollution. Sorry, I misread that. Because of the pollution. Yeah, is India real bad in pollution? I didn't know that. I've never been to India, so I'm a little ignorant on that topic, but that sucks. I mean, having poor air quality is never fun. King Nadesh. Okay, Unc. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just, you know, if like I've told people this on stream before. If I'm gonna interact with you guys the same way I would interact with you all if we were in person, you know, you're not gonna get two different people, one in person, one on stream. So if somebody was talking to me in a conversation and says something that one of you guys say, I'm just gonna have the same reaction as I would have then, which is like, yo, why would you bring that up? King Nadish, oh hell nah, I can't see 10 feet out the window. Oh, that's terrible, dude. Sorry about that, man. Sucks. I mean, I know there's a pretty big population. Me and my kids were actually looking at that the other day. We were looking at the world's population, and India is like multiple times the size of world population by country. Yeah, India has 1.4 billion people. China has 1.4 billion people. The United States has 347 million. Right? Like, think of that. The scale of that is insane. The difference of that is unbelievable. Disoriented. Hey, Steven, what's up? King Nadesh, we be living in Metro Exodus. Feels like dust. That's too bad, man. Well, I wish I had advice or something I could say that make you feel better about it, but that's your reality. So you're probably more adept to coping with it than I could ever help you be. Ducky Dev, Myanmar is 20th in world population. I didn't know that. That's kind of interesting. Well, Wikipedia says France is 20th. Wikipedia says Myanmar is 28th. It looks like that was as of the 15th of October, 2024. King Nadesh played CS. Are you talking about Counter-Strike? Because I have not played. My oldest kid really got into it last year, and I played a couple times with him. But I don't care for the movement. Like, the movement is so slow. Like, compared to Call of Duty or Apex or something like that, it feels like you're a turtle. Disoriented. Well, India's first. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. I mean, it's unbelievable, the scale. I mean, India and China by themselves account for 34, almost 40% of the world population in those two countries. That's crazy. Absolutely nuts. Like, I think it's even hard to wrap your mind around that. So, like, think about that. 1 million seconds, right? So 1 million seconds is roughly 11 days. 1 billion seconds is 31 years. And so we're talking India has 1.4 billion people, and the United States has 300 million, roughly. The orders of magnitude there are difficult to wrap your head around. Ducky Dev, military coup, 7 points. Yeah, I did see the earthquake there, Ducky Dev. I'm sorry about that, man. That can't be fun. King Nadesh, nothing compared to Trump. Yeah, Trump is like, yeah. Electing Trump was kind of like the American people just kind of throwing a grenade into the room, like, let's see what happens. I mean, I guess the one good thing is, like, in the United States, you know, you can only be president twice and for 4 years each. So, I mean, I know he's saying there's ways to get a third term, but I mean, I don't know. That's one of the reasons why our form of government, you know, it's slow and it's inefficient, but it's sort of meant to be that way so that no one person can kind of run roughshod over everybody, no matter how much it seems like Donald Trump is trying to do that. Disoriented, but to be honest with you, China is far better than India, not only in terms of population, but also managing its huge population. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know anything about those two countries really, so it's difficult for me to speak on either of them or give any kind of input. The world is a big place. Lots of people in it. Well, peoples, I guess I should probably hop off here and go use the restroom and get ready for my meeting. I'll be live again about 2 p.m. CST. I think I'm going to keep working on my... I think I'm going to keep working on that AltGen project, the front end, the web app that I was working on. I made some good progress on it last night. Probably keep working on that for an hour at lunch. We'll see. But if you guys are around, stop in if you see me live. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a awesome, what is it, Wednesday? if I don't see, if it's already Thursday for you, I hope you have an awesome Thursday. And if I don't see you again, well, you know where to find me. See you, Disoriented. See you, Ducky Dev. See you, King Nadish. Stefan, if you're still here, see you, man. Hope you have a good day. I hope you get some good news too, Stefan. I'll be rooting for you to get some good news about the whole university situation. Suhas, if you're still here, I hope you have a good day. Tax Better Man, he's probably gone because that was probably a long time ago. But yeah, appreciate all you guys who stop in regularly. It's really nice to have friendly faces in the streams. So, and Network Bib, yeah, sorry, I didn't know you're still here, Network Bib. I hope you have a good day too, Network Bib. Appreciate you guys coming back stream after stream. It's really nice, y'all. So.